Very quick. Thank you for calling the WBSM Ask the Mayor show. You're on the air. Are you there, caller? All right. I'm moving on. Are you there, caller? Hi, good afternoon.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Pittman, for bringing up my concerns earlier about the water fines, and I would like to speak to the mayor one-on-one about it.
All right. Well, we can't do that here. Obviously, it's going to be one-on-one in front of 6,000 or 7,000. But
and you can call my office if you want to talk to me in private. If you want to talk to me, you can call the office.
I would like to actually speak to him and set up an appointment to talk to him.
Mayor. All right.
You have me on the phone, and if you call the office right now and ask if you can either call me or come by, I'd be happy to see you on it. And if it's what Ken brought up, then it's something certainly I'd like to hear about.
And your secretary on numerous occasions has told me you're busy, and I asked if I could set up an appointment. She said, take it up with the water.
Well, now you took it up with the mayor. He's telling you to come in, and now you have the mayor's authority.
I'm happy to come in.
Can I say, okay, can I say one thing? In all honesty, I am very busy all the time. I'm trying to do my job, but on the other hand, you can talk to me, and you can also on Thursday nights, we have nights where anyone who's trying to get in and can't get in during the day can come see me. So we'll get together and just call there right now or leave a number for me and I'll call you back. The other thing I want to tell you though, this is important. People, I'm trying to help out here, but we're also talking to a city of 100,000 people. 99% of them are paying their water bills and doing the best they can. I need to be fair about this. I think if it's punitive, I don't want in any way to have fees that are punitive. But if it costs us money to shut off water and then turn it back on, I can't ask people who are paying their bills to be responsible. The person who has their water shut off has to be responsible. But I'm not trying to punish anybody either.
That's understandable, but I would say not 99. That's a pretty high number you're giving for people that are paying their bills on time all the time, especially in the condition of the city where foreclosure rates extremely high, unemployment's pretty good.
Well, I understand. That's why I want to work with you on this. I understand greatly that the economy
I'm
is
going to hold you there.
tough.
Do as he says. Call the office, and the number he should call is what?
979-1410.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, you do that. Thanks. Oh, okay, you are next caller. You're on the air. No, nobody there. 508-996-0500. Actually, the lines are open if you want to try to get through to Mayor Lang. Nobody's reserving them, so I guess we can even hear from those who we have already heard from in the last 30 days. That's what we should do, is reserve the time once the lines are open. The lines are open, and we have a call, but 3 lines are open, so give us a buzz. Hi.
Hi.
That there were layoffs at Precise Manufacturing up in the north end of New Bedford on all 3 shifts.
My understanding is that there have been some layoffs, yes.
I wondered if the city could do anything for them, and if there's anything that you think that can be. There are some very distressed homeowners and fathers of children who are going to be going hungry. Thank you.
I appreciate the call on that.
How many people are we talking
to?
Well,
I don't have the exact numbers, but I understood that there were some layoffs. There have been some layoffs around the city over the last couple of months, and it's been tied directly to the national economy. And some of the places I know are gearing back up again come fall, but they've been trying to do it during the summer months. I don't know that there are permanent layoffs at this point.
yeah, the dollar's making a comeback. Oil's dropping. I mean, hopefully we're starting to see the light here.
Let's talk about Russia for a minute.
Yeah.
About a year ago, you and I were talking. I said, and I think you agreed with me, the most dangerous situation we have is Putin, and the Russian. This idea that Russia's got to reclaim its place in the world, and you can see now that with some reckless action this week. We may not see oil prices come down. We may not see this order with the world economy if they continue this action against Georgia. So there's not much you and I sitting here right now can do about it. But I'll tell you that you can't take your eye off of international affairs even for a minute.
Affects the streets of America.
Oh, absolutely affects everybody. And once again, this is a situation where we need to. America's got to be ready to, face whatever challenge it is, and unfortunately, I'm sure we're not going to see the last of, of Russia and Putin.
Well, it's certainly something everybody needs to keep an eye on. You're next with Mayor Lang. Go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Is the mayor on?
Yes, I am now.
No, because I had a lot of water in my cellar today. It was coming from the toilet, from the sink, and the hole. It was all I think the sewer, there's two sewer faced one another. I think it's got to be cleaned.
Where do you live?
We're going to let him answer off the air, only because the radio was on. It just wasn't.
Ma'am, call my office. Please call the mayor's office. Tell him your address. Let's go out there and take a look at it, all right?
Folks, please keep your radios down if you're going to be calling the shows, because it doesn't sound good for the listeners. Thank you for waiting. You're on the air with Mayor Lang.
I just have a question. I see a lot of empty lots being resold or whatever, and I see a lot of pharmacies going up 2 on Ashley Boulevard. Does the city have any plans to keep some of these lots to maybe build a new fire station or something? Because ours are kind of outdated. I know they did repairs to a lot of the fire stations, and I just wanted to find out, is there any plans to build a new station soon, and is there any new apparatus coming in? I heard they're supposed to be getting a ladder 1 a year and a half ago in the engine 8, and I ain't seen nothing yet. I was just wondering what your perspective was on that, huh?
Thanks a lot. The engine's going to be delivered within a very short period of time, in the next month or so. The ladder, I believe, comes this fall. They've both been purchased. As far as, so those 2 apparatus are coming in. We've purchased a number of new vehicles for the fire department, emergency vehicles. They're here already. Police department's vehicles are here now. As far as a new station, fire station or police station, that's going to depend on federal funding. We don't have the wherewithal, the cash right now to get involved in that kind of a building project. I can tell you, though, that we've been working very hard to renovate the firehouses. We've been working with the men and women of the fire department. They've been extremely helpful on that, and our city workers have done a great job. We intend to continue that process, as well as we're renovating and rebuilding police stations. We're going to continue on that, on that route as well. Try and make things as as workable as possible while we're waiting for money. The other thing is we're about to renovate the Casa Library, which is another important, very quick type of renovation that we'll be doing with the city workers. So we're trying to use what we have, spend what we have, and not put ourselves in a situation where we can't afford the projects that we get involved with.
Okay, we have one last call. Time for one more call. And thank you for calling. You're with Mayor Scott Lang.
Good evening, Scott.
Hi, sir.
Do you have any comments on tonight's school committee meeting or the activities before the meeting?
I'm looking forward. I'm gonna go over to the facilities meeting tonight. I'm looking forward to sitting in on that meeting and hearing what Wasted Away has to say. I think that's an important meeting. And then the school committee meeting tonight, obviously, I'm going to continue to bang away for after-school programs. I think they're very important. Sports, the clubs, intramurals, I think are important. Opening the schools at night are important. I also, again, have been making an appeal to the state to fully fund our school system, not only the charter school, but also the public school system. But I think tonight's school committee meeting I'm looking forward to. I'm sure it's going to be a good meeting.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for the call, Dan. Well, we're pretty much out of time here. So the biggest story of the week this early, obviously, the storm. We'll probably hear about a large number of homes that have some level of damage. I do know one of my skylights is leaking still as a result. I have to get back on the roof for that one.
Thank God that's Dartmouth. You know what? That's my only good news here. We're going to work very hard with the people who've been affected by this. As I say, the city workers are out straight, but we'll do whatever we can, and then we'll look to see if there's no quick cure to separate sewage from drain, from the water, from the rain, you need 2 new systems, and that costs hundreds of millions of dollars.
Real quick, we only have about a minute and 15 seconds. There was a sinkhole today as a result. What's up with that?
They're repairing it. There's a couple of sinkholes in the city. Some of those areas that I talked about are as a result of sinkholes. What happened was literally the sewer mains were blown apart by the pressure, and then as a result, the water coming through eroded the ground around them, and then eventually went right up to the surface of the ground and caused the sinkholes. So this, as I say, a 100-year storm is something that we're going to have to deal with over the next several weeks, and pray that we don't get another one for another 100 years. That's what it comes down to.
All right, Scott Lang, thank you for coming in, and we'll do this next week.
Thanks, Ken, very much. Thanks, everyone.
All right, folks.